know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hi, everybody. What's up? Hi. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, BondyBlue. And I'm barely here, girl. We're here for Married to Medicine. I'm only going to be coming to y'all once today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to come to y'all in the afternoon and in the evening. I set a recording for MF and Advice because I got some letters from y'all. I got some MF and Advice letters, at least 2 letters. And so I feel like even with those 2 little letters, girl, we're going to come on live tomorrow evening, Wednesday evening. And we're going to read these letters, girl. We're going to talk. What's up? Been in meetings this morning. Okay. Shout out to the Ooh Ladies First panel. Shout out to OLFP. Right? We are working on some things for you guys because we really want to bring, a live show to y'all this year. So we're working on that. So just keep your ear to the streets, girl. All right. So you can be privy. Also, you guys, Reset by Design Wellness. The trip is coming up very soon. So if you're trying to go, sign up, you guys, for the Thailand 2026 trip. Now, this trip is in April 10th through the 17th. We're going to 2 different locations, okay? 8-day trip. We're going to Phuket. We're going to Bangkok, okay? This trip is offering you luxurious accommodations, all right? A 5-star resort in Phuket, a 5-star hotel in Bangkok, all right? There are going to be massages, dinners. This is a man, woman, male, female, intersex, LGBTQ, girl. Everybody can come. You can pay with the firm. Okay. Sometimes we just need to get out the country, girl. And our trips are always amazing. Ty does amazing putting together our trips. And I really want to go on this one because Lyric has yet to go to Thailand. So this will be his first trip to Thailand. And I really, really want to go. And I really want him to go. So we need y'all to go. So if you're trying to come, if you're trying to go to Thailand for the first time, and you want to do it with us, you should definitely go to Reset by Design Wellness and sign up so you can come, girl, because it's going to be fun. I'm excited. Okay. Also, don't forget, okay? Don't forget, y'all. Y'all know I have merch, okay? The community is not okay because, in fact, the community is not okay. All right? Unfold it, bitch. Unfold it. Okay, because we have 2 different. I'm washing my stuff because I'm gonna wear my crop top this week. But yes, the community is not okay. We have 2 different graphics for the community is not okay. And also, don't forget about my coloring book and my puzzle. So if you want to support your girls' merch, the link is down below in the description box, paperluckstudios.com. Okay, but also here on the screen, you guys on the screen. Hey, girl, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Hey, girl. Because sometimes y'all listen and y'all don't look at the screen. And then just in general, people don't read on the screen. They don't be looking. They don't look at words. They see words, they mind go blur. Okay, my eyes go blur. I need to go to the eye doctor. But anyway, the QR code is up here on the screen right there, girl. All right. So if you are trying to get merch, right there, girl. Right here. Right here. Okay. So let's get into Married to Medicine, shall we? It was a good episode. There's so much going on social media. It's almost like I got to get Married to Medicine out. But I also like, in my mind, all the other things that are going on. But I feel really overwhelmed right now, right? Like I haven't really eaten today. So I was just like, oh my God. I'm dizzy. Okay. But anyway, we're going to get this in. We're going to get this done, girl. Married to Medicine. Are y'all watching Married to Medicine? Comment. What did you think about the episode? Yeah. Hold up. Okay, we had to get the girls up here. All right. Okay, so Eugene and Toya. We got to talk about Eugene and Toya, you guys. So I appreciated the fact that Eugene was able to like apologize to Toya. Like he was able to say, I know I might have, agitated you. I know better than that. I know you. These people don't know you. And I might have agitated you just a little bit. but you ain't had to talk to me like that in front of them people. You know they already be talking to me crazy. You know they already be trying to emasculate me, calling me a giant and shit. Why are you giving them people, opportunities to say this shit to me, right? And Toya worked on my nerves in this scene because even though she did say what her issues were, she did say, I didn't have to talk to you like that. She did say all of that. I still felt like, girl, you was supposed to be nicer to Eugene. You was supposed to be nicer to Eugene, girl. You was supposed to, you were just supposed to come on here and be nicer to Eugene, girl. You just was. Because the truth of the matter is, you really didn't have to talk to him like that in front of them people. And it's not that I want you to be fake. I don't want you to be fake. But I also want you to keep in mind that you're around a whole bunch of people that are looking to have something to say about your husband and you. You know Heavenly is looking for an opportunity to say you emasculate your husband because she's over there daddy and submitting and talking all of that weird old bitch shit that she be talking, right? She's a servant over there, right? So, because that's the role that y'all be wanting to play in y'all marriages, daddy and, maid, mattress, mule, and traditional life. And the only time marriages work is when a man is making all of the money. That's the only time it works. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. But I don't think the girls should be making less money or dumbing themselves down in order to be with a man. And I also don't feel like the women should be searching high and low trying to find the perfect nigga that makes above their tax bracket so that they can fit the confines of all the little rules that you weird old hoes have come up with. So yeah, I don't care about none of that shit. But because it's like you work. You work, girl. You still work though. Like you still work. Y'all met in college. Like, honest, like, girl, like, you still work. Like, what are you talking about? Anyway, it was like pulling teeth for Toya to say that she could have been better with Eugene, and she needs to do better. I don't want to hear it from Heavenly though. I don't want to hear about the type of wife that Toya needs to be to Eugene. I don't want to hear about that from you because you're a caricature of a wife in front of everybody. When Heavenly called Toya fake, I was like, girl, you're projecting for dear God. You're projecting for dear God, right? Because the truth of the matter is Eugene and Toya are honest people. And so I think, and when I say honest people, I mean they're displaying themselves honestly. I think Eugene displays himself honestly. I think Toya displays herself honestly. The other people are the ones that do this hide and seek shit, right? Right? They hide who they truly are, and then you got to seek out the truth of who they are. And then when you find out, you got to decide whether you're going to stay with their ass or not. Right, Jackie? Because Curtis worked on my nerves this episode. Because Curtis, we didn't need to hear from you as much. And I wish Eugene would take you to the side and be like, I know you upset with Toya for saying what she said, but she wasn't wrong. You do put your hands on the women in a way that would be perceived as inappropriate. You have been accused of cheating. Stop acting like my wife is fucking lying on you. Stop it. Okay? I understand that it's not comfortable. It's not, good for y'all whenever people say the truth that y'all don't want to hear, but you don't get to use that as something to say that, oh, Toya takes it as much as she get. You don't get to use the example of her pointing out the way you keep putting your hands on people and ain't nobody told you to put your hands on nobody's hips, okay? Like, I don't know what's going on. We are not about to dip. You not about to dip. I'm not about to dip. We not about to dip. So why are you putting your hands on people's hips, Curtis? Okay? You don't know how to control yourself as a man sometimes. And instead of just taking your L on that, you keep, like, any moment that y'all can go at Toya, you're going to go for that. You're going to remind yourself and make the moment about you. I hate that. Huh? I did. I needed to. Low-key about to pass out. Yeah, I'm all right. I'll get through it. Thank you. Mimi, Brandy, and Angel meet and talk about being moms and Toya going off on everybody. Mimi has self-control. Angel wants a good, God-fearing man. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I low-key stopped listening during this scene. Can I be honest? I low-key stopped listening during this scene. Okay? And listen, I was like, I don't know. Is it just me, y'all? But do women still, like, be out here like, oh, I'm looking for a man. Hook me up with a man. Y'all still be doing that? The only reason I say that is because I feel like Angel is such a beautiful woman, such an accomplished woman. I feel like she don't really need nobody to hook her up. And studies show these hookups don't never really work right because your friends have fucked up relationships. So they be looking for somebody to put you in a relationship with, but you can't use them as a barometer because they be lying about how happy they are in their relationship, right? And they like a misery loves company type of set. So, you can't really take advice from other coupled people sometimes because you can't trust that they telling you the truth. Okay. But Angel, I was just like, Angel, girl, we don't need you to need a man like this. Like, I don't think you need to need a man like this. And the reason why I say that is because Angel look like she can get dick whenever she wants, right? Like, I don't know. Like, and this is just me if I was single, right? Because I was single at one point, right? If I was single, I would just have like a roster, right? I would have guys that I would, a guy or a girl. Probably it'd be way more girls than guys. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. I don't like these niggas. But there might be one, right? Like you have them for different things, but I'm definitely gonna have somebody to call for dick. Like whether the dick is real or not. I'm gonna have somebody to call for the dick. So I don't understand like why women are always like searching for these relationships because it's like these niggas 9 times out of 10 are not gonna give you the type of relationship you're actually looking for, and it's best to kind of like get what you need from different people at different times and just be a singular person, right? Like I don't know, like if I wasn't married, y'all, I probably would be like a singular person having my connections varying in, degrees of importance. But yeah, like it probably would be somebody that, yeah, this person I like to be around all the time. This person I only want to call for this. This person I only want to call for that. Like, and it wouldn't even be a whole bunch of people, right? Like it wouldn't even, girl, three tops, three tops. Again, three tops. Nobody's like, I don't, that's why I don't understand why men think women are out here fucking all of these niggas. Oh my God, no. Y'all are not that cool. Like, men are not that fun. Y'all are not that attractive. Like, y'all are not good enough at large for people to be having so many of y'all at one time. Y'all energy suck. A lot of men, they put a lot of feminine traits on women, but y'all have a lot of succubus energy, niggas. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a single woman like Angel, looking like Angel, making my own money, being bad like that, I would just have somebody to call for sex when I want sex. And I might have like a friend who I have really good conversations with, somebody I go to dinner with, stuff like that. But I wouldn't be trying to like be, looking for a man. You know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't be trying to like find an owner. Cause essentially when you trying to get a man, girl, you're just trying to get an owner. And I like to be a alley cat. I don't need an owner because like marriage, like relationships, you are getting a owner. Okay? So, and I'm just talking about like what I'm seeing from everybody else. Please take my own personal situation out of it sometimes, y'all. I'm just looking at what's going on out here in the streets, okay? I'm just looking at what's going out here in the streets, and it's not a lot, and it's not great. And yeah, I would just kind of stick and move. I would stick and move. Okay. Keep it light, girl. Keep it light on your toes. All right. So yeah, Angel, I don't know why you doing that, but okay, girl, cause y'all gonna do what y'all wanna do, right? I want y'all to be happy. If you think trying to find a man to hunker down with is the life you want for yourself, go on ahead, girl. But it seems to me you should keep your situation, you and your kids in your house, and then men that you go and have like a little nice time with, little good conversations, little phone. You know, especially because you got kids. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't trust these niggas around your kids. And not only can you not trust them around your kids, I think that it's really upsetting to the household when you already have like a nice, clean, peaceful, good ran household with you and your kid. And then some nigga come into the situation and start fucking everything up. He trifling, he eating the kids' snacks and shit. And you like, dickmatized and come into the door in the morning in a robe looking all, twirled and fucked up. And your son like, oh, I cannot stand you, bitch. So like, I just kind of feel like y'all should just kind of like, outsource and have a good time, but when you are like a single mom and you got your shit together, meaning like you got your house, you got your car, you paying your bills, like girl, please don't invite no nigga in your shit to fuck it up because that's all they gonna do. And if they really are a benefit to you, then keep them on the outskirts and enjoy them. But like don't get a owner, girl. Don't get a owner. They fuck everything up. Like they don't even be meaning to fuck it up all the time, but they will fuck it up. Girl, don't get it. Don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Just call for the dick every now and again. Listen, You can call me when you get home, okay? Call me the moment. Call me the hour, the moment, the second. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, baby. Okay. Uh, Bondi, you have what a lot of people want, so they not trying to hear that from you. I'm just saying. You know what I have? Self-love, self-respect. That's what I have. I love myself. Like, I get that y'all feel that way, but I promise you, I know, cause like y'all really think that people be out here like she's saying that, but she wouldn't be a girl. The fuck is wrong with all? I would be perfectly like I would be fine. I would be fine alone. I really, really would, cause that nigga would still be my friend. Like I don't know, y'all. I just feel like y'all don't. Y'all think y'all know, but y'all. I like me. I like me, y'all. And honestly, you know, like in my own situation, if it wasn't so, that's why it's so great. Because if it wasn't, I would be by myself. I would be by myself. Like, what is wrong? Girl, I would be by myself. I would be by myself. I would be good by myself. I don't know. Y'all be thinking, oh, you just saying that. Mm-mm. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm really, really not, y'all. I promise. This nigga is not here enough. Girl, y'all gotta, you know, and people tell you, oh, enjoy your own company. No, really, like, please find a way. Way I be in this motherfucker watching TV on my phone, high out of my mind. I got dogs and shit, bitch. I got stuff to clean up. I got content to create. I would have shit to do. I promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm taking after my mama. You get involved in shit, girl. You go do stuff then. You know, you go do stuff. You go, you know, you have your little workout class. You have your little gym friends or something like that. Like I, you know, I do my little workout. Me and my niece go work out. You know what I mean? My mama and my aunties. You know, we do our little card game once a month. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a life. You know, me and my homegirl, like when we ready to go out, me and my homegirls, when we ready to go out down to the land yap and tear down and be fucked up and dance with reckless abandon, girl, we out in the street and I'll get home when I get home. Y'all gotta have a life. These women up here don't be having no life. You gotta have a life, girl. Uh, let's see, what else? Mimi. I like Mimi because I think I like Brandy too. The new girls are funny. I like the new girls. They're light, but Mimi, I don't know. It's something with Mimi. I like Mimi, but it's something with Mimi. Mimi just says things at different times that I just be like, oh my God. You know why? Because, like, as a psychologist, there is a level of, you know, intelligence and smarts and emotional, you know, emotional intelligence, those things. But also, y'all be like so hell bent about marriage and religion and covenants and all of that shit. And so, because you like are really into that as a person, you have a blind spot to me as a woman and as a person. Because if we really being honest, y'all, I'm probably gonna be not the type of person to comment on somebody's relationship in real life. Like not like that. Like y'all know how they was at the pool party and Mimi and all of them are like, "Oh my god, Toya, don't do that. Be feminine." Girl, I'm not saying that shit to nobody at no party. I'm not talking to two grown adult married people about their relationship in a context like that. I talk my shit up here because in real life, unless you ask me, I don't have nothing to say. Like, I'm not getting involved in that shit. That's them people situation. Cause what I've learned is you never really know what's going on behind closed doors. And I wouldn't want anybody agitating my shit. I wouldn't want anybody responding to my shit in that way. And so that's how I would handle other people's relationships. If we at your house and y'all get into it in front of us, I'm one of the people that's gonna get up and excuse myself. I don't want to be privy to this. Okay, y'all can give me the information later if y'all want to, but I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm not gonna be in here enveloped in this information. And y'all saw the way Mimi husband was sitting in the background listening when Toya and Eugene was talking so that he could pass judgment on their relationship. Yeah, that's weird shit too. Like that type of stuff because it gives you don't know any better because I feel like once you know better in the confines of a relationship, you know not to like impart your shit on other people's situations like in real life like that. You know to kind of be like, I'm gonna mind my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And see, that's the mistake people make, right? You think because I get up here and I talk shit that I'm walking around in real life and everybody's business like that. No, in real life, unless you ask me, I'm not judging anybody for whatever the fuck they got going on in their situation. It's not my business, okay? But I am gonna tell you if you being abused and all of that, because I don't like that shit and I don't give a fuck. And when you in it, you don't know what the fuck you be seeing and experiencing. So I mean, hey, but you do know, right? You. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you know. I just want to make sure you know. Once I tell you, I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm not about to be fighting with people about their relationships and none of that shit. And I'm also not gonna be the one giving my opinion and all of that. Girl, I had a situation happen one time, and this is how I knew I had matured as an adult, right? So me and my homegirl, you know what I'm saying, little situation, little dude she was fucking with, and he got many, he got a whole bunch of chicks out here, right? So we at an event, and all of a sudden, one bitch, two bitch, three bitch, all these bitches popping up, and they like, cause he's mine, I ain't had no one, but I had him all the time. They was on that type of shit, right? And because of how I am up here, and because of how I am very like opinionated, everybody thought that I was gonna have so much to say, and I was just standing there like, girl, whenever you're ready to go, just let me know. And he was like, B. I was like, hey man, I ain't got nothing to say about this. I ain't got nothing to say about this. I don't care about nothing that's going on. This is your shit. This is y'all shit. I'm just here for my friend. Whenever you ready to go, whatever you want to do, just let me know when. I ain't got nothing to say. That's me. So the way Mimi and her husband, like they went about, the way everybody kind of goes about inserting themselves in each other's relationships on this show, I think at first we thought that that was good because it's like, okay, they're helping each other. But no, really, I feel like y'all make shit worse. Y'all make Simone and Cecil stay together, even though them people need to break up. Y'all make you kind of give Contessa a scapegoat, somebody else that she can put her unhappiness on. If Contessa wasn't on this reality show with these women telling her to stay in a marriage and all of that or whatever, I feel like Contessa probably would have divorced Scott a long time ago if people weren't telling her that she should. Because everybody acts like there's such a big difference between being a teenager and being an adult, but there really isn't. And a lot of people stay in relationships on these reality shows because they're trying to like prove everybody wrong. Because you come on a reality show, everybody sees all of the cracks and holes and crevices and lines and shit in your relationship. And you're like, you feel defensive, right? Because it makes you feel like everybody calling you a fool for your relationship. And I think you got to stop thinking about it like that. I get it, but you have to stop thinking about it like that because fuck everybody. Everybody got their own bullshit that they dealing with, that they projecting. So it doesn't matter what other people think about you in your relationship. How do you and the person in your relationship feel? That is literally the only thing that matters. And if you're not happy in your relationship, then you need to deal with that. But because Contessa is on this show, Contessa has this like I'm gonna prove everybody wrong thing. And it's just like, girl, you making yourself unhappy. Nobody else cares. Like once the show is over, nobody's thinking about you and Scott and if y'all are happy together. So if you are happy in that relationship that seems to be not a happy relationship, that's your business. But once y'all get on a reality show to share y'all experience and then we say what we say, y'all get mad, y'all gonna have to get over that. That's the byproduct of being on a reality show. You get on a reality show, you show people your marriage. Everybody knows these same themes. Everybody's been married, had relationships. They know what Hey, we know what the fuck we be looking at, especially with the Married to Medicine crowd. This is a crowd of grown ass women that have been there, done that, in it, about to do it. So your audience is going to be people that are going to be like, girl, I've been there. Girl, you need to leave that nigga alone. That's terrible. It's not going to turn out good for you. Like, hey, Mia. Hey, Mia Pia. Y'all, my little cousin is in here. Hey, boo. But yeah, Cecil. Cecil, y'all. Cecil talks to his brother, and we're gonna talk about Quad and King. Because I didn't make notes, but I just had feelings. But Cecil and Simone and them both having these conversations simultaneously, right? So Cecil is talking about how I didn't want my kids to have to be in the financial aid line, okay? My parents worked their fingers to the bone. And we work hard so our kids wouldn't have to stand in the financial aid office line for 3 hours. I was just like, nigga, y'all forgot what real struggle looks like, didn't you? You forgot what real struggle looks like, Curtis. If you think, Cecil, if you think that you standing in a line for 3 hours is a struggle, it was not a struggle, bitch. It was not. Do you want to know? And this is how you know that he comes from a privileged background. Even me coming from my own privileged background, what I understand about the financial aid process, it is a lot and it was exhausting. And it's partially the reason why I did not want to go back to school is because I hated all of the administrative portion of it. I hated all of that. But at the same time, sir, the real trial and tribulation is when your parents didn't make enough money or didn't have good enough credit to co-sign the loan for you to go to school in the first place. And yes, y'all, it's not the 1980s, 90s, or even the early 2000s when I was in college. You can do all of this online now. You don't have to stand in line for 3 hours anymore because it's not happening like that anymore. So once we understand the truth of the situation, then we have to understand that Cecil is not an idiot. This is not about that. To me, this is about Cecil proving something to his daddy, and that's what Simone was talking about. Cecil is trying to prove something to his daddy that I could be the type of father to not be mean, to not be a disciplinarian, to not be so structured with my sons, and they're gonna come out just as good. And I think he's drinking and smoking a lot of weed because it's not true. Don't get me wrong. We all like to drink and smoke a lot of weed. I'm from New Orleans. But he's doing it, and he was doing it in his scene in a way that makes me feel like this is how you swallow all of your feelings and your emotions and shit like that. Okay? Um, Cecil's dad was a disciplinarian, was very structured. Cecil obviously resents his dad for that. Cecil wants to be the opposite. But in being the opposite, you are making life harder for Simone. And so this is the moment where you recognize that most men do not care about their wives the way that they should. It's the same thing with Maurice over there with Kimmy. This is why I need for y'all to understand that men really are not viewing women all the time in the same human capacity as they view themselves because they don't think about how the woman feels. They don't think about that she's working, that she's tired, that she needs a break, that she's the one pulling in the money. His brother told him something. You can't say what we can pay for unless we are on the same page. You keep forgetting about your wife in this scenario. Your sons are going to grow up and become grown ass men and do their own thing eventually. And it's going to be you and Simone. And so when you decide that in order to, you know, put your middle finger up to your dad, when you're really doing it to Simone, because that's what it is. Simone is now the example of his father, the disciplinarian, the person that's stopping him from doing this how he wants to do it, which is lackadaisically. To me, the fact that you don't see that your father was probably right about the way he felt like you needed discipline because you are undisciplined. Like, we can tell by the way you live in your life. Like, you don't have a liquor company yet, Cecil. All you do is drink, bartend, and smoke weed. And we know you smoke weed because you go around with a backpack. People that go around with a backpack smoke weed, or they a lesbian and they got a dildo in there. Okay? So you either fucking or you smoking when you going around with a backpack. That's just what it is. Okay? To me, Cecil, if you really was the person that was about his money and about it being we and not just Simone, you would have turned that into a business. You would have tried to come up with a liquor license or a liquor brand. Maybe you would have had a podcast with the men where they come and drink and talk, and y'all could have, get some sponsors going, but you would have worked that into a way to make money for yourself. But you didn't. You know why? Because you're so comfortable resting on Simone working, and that's because you don't think about Simone. You don't think about how hard Simone is working. That doesn't matter to you as long as you can be comfortable. And that is where Simone is going to have to stop. This is where Simone has to take control of the situation as the person that is doing the work. Okay? I've never smoked tweeds, Bonnie, but I am a community member. I mean, you don't have to. We're not forcing it on anyone. This is not that type of a community. It's just you want people who do it to know that, hey, we're your people. And if not, hey, if you're not mad at us, we're still your people. You know, it's a group, and that's a subset inside the group. Okay? But anyway, back to my notes. Cecil could have had a weed line by now. Cecil could have had a line of backpacks that come with the little kit inside. Cecil could have had his own specialized cognac with the glasses or something like that that could have been selling every time. But he's not thinking like that. That's not his mindset. I don't know what the childhood was all the way like, but based on what Simone said, your daddy was military type of energy. You're trying to fight against that. She takes on that role and you fight against her. You're a child. You're not acting like a grown man. You're acting like a child. That's what it is. She has 3 children. She don't have a husband and 2 sons. She have 3 sons. That's just what it is. And if y'all were not so committed to making marriages work because you think you're supposed to be with one person for your whole life and y'all just supposed to stay together forever, if that wasn't the culture that we live in and perpetuate and try to low-key communally bully everybody into, because your mama, your sister, your brother, your cousins, people online, everybody's bullying you to stay in marriages so that you can just say you've been somewhere for so long, no matter whether you're happy in it or not. If we did not live in a culture like that, then she would have left him a long time ago when the relationship stopped working. Because to me, another aspect of this is that Cecil resents her. Just like he resents his dad, Cecil resents Simone. First of all, for being capable and taking care of everything, taking care of him, taking care of them kids. But then he also resents her because he couldn't have that friendship that he wanted to have. And I feel like you're not supposed to be forcing people to do shit they don't want to do. So, for instance, he wanted to keep that friendship. A lot of y'all feel like, man, you gotta not be. No, to me, he wanted that friendship. He wanted that friendship, y'all, and she should not have made him choose between her and that relationship. You should have just left him. You should have just left him. You should have just took yourself out the scenario if it bothered you that much. If you felt like their friendship was that inappropriate, just remove yourself and let him be with who he eventually would want to be with anyway, or let him be single and let him go be in her basement. Like, what the fuck ever. But you making him cut that lady off and now he's mad about it. And because Cecil has not grown up all the way, I don't know how. Cause like I like Cecil, but Cecil has not grown up all the way. The maturation stopped somewhere. Because as a grown man, like you're acting like a child with your wife about these things. You don't want to let me have my friend. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to let me, do this. I'm mad. Now I'm going to have a temper tantrum. She was a lesbian. You mean to tell me that that lady was a fucking lesbian and Simone wouldn't let that man keep his friendship with that lady? Yeah, Simone, you should have just left. Because that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because I feel like that's really like a lot of his resentment towards her is her not allowing him to stay friends with his friend. Some lesbians like a little dick every now and again. They do. I know lesbians that go get dick every now and again, okay? Because, sex is sex. And that, and if you don't want to share dick, Simone, fine. But Simone, stop acting like you was having that dick. Girl, you wasn't on that dick, girl. Yeah, y'all ain't fucking like that. Yeah. These people old. Ain't nobody. You really think Cecil over there fucking somebody? Girl. These niggas is old. These dicks don't work the way they used to. Ain't nobody over there having no fucking sessions. If Cecil pumped a few times in that little lesbian lady, 15, 30 minutes tops, you upset about the 15, 30 minutes tops? Yeah, okay. That's your business, girl. But me personally, girl, ain't nobody worrying about. Once y'all get to a certain age, go on away from me with this, Apollo. Yeah. Cecil says his boys will never stand in financial aid, but you're not paying for nothing. Yeah, they need to break up. I say it every episode. They need to break up. They need to break up. She said she was a manipulator. How so? How so? And at the end of the day, again, I still feel like 30 minutes. That's a long time? Okay, never mind. I'm just saying, okay? I personally feel like when you are in a relationship with a person, what we do is instead of us like working together, right? Like I fit with you, you fit with me. There's nothing I'm doing, there's nothing you're doing that we're gonna be that upset about, like just naturally. Like we're not stopping ourselves from doing shit so that we can be together. Like that's not what's happening. To me, if you have to do all of that to stay together, then y'all really not supposed to be together to me. I think that people often try to force relationships. And so y'all like, okay, well, he wanted his friendship. Simone don't want him to want the friendship. Simone really don't even like the fucking marriage. Simone don't even really like the man. But guess what? I don't want you to be friends with her. That was petty. To me, I don't care what nobody talking about. That was petty. Why would you not want that man to have his friend? And if y'all relationship is not working out, break up with him. But you trying to dictate who he was friends with, yeah, he's gonna resent you for that. He's gonna be mad. Y'all together, he's mad about it. Whatever, girl. They gonna do whatever the fuck they want to do because that's how they is. Shout out to Jamie. Maybe Simone couldn't be around her. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Cause like Simone, were you really upset or did you like her? Cause y'all know we question the sexuality of all of the women on Married to Medicine. Like every single one of these ladies. So except for Mimi, because well, actually, we have been saying that Mimi and her husband look like a lavender marriage. We have been saying that. But that one aside, Contessa, obvious, right? Toya has said that she will, she'll kitty click, okay? Quad and Simone are always flirting and doing weird shit. And Jackie just gives, girl, if I was born maybe 20 years later, I would have just been a lesbian. Okay? That's what Jackie gives. All right. So yeah, Married to Medicine in general gives queer. Just, down low black lady queer, which is a subset. You know what I mean? But that's the vibe that they be giving. So I was just like, Simone, Simone, Simone. Did you not like the lady? Did y'all not all hang together sometimes? Like, let us know. Okay. And listen, lesbians like dick too, y'all. Lesbians like to find a man to have a little sexual situation with, but they like to go home to women. And I feel like Jackie and Simone give, they could have not them being together, but they each could have them a girlfriend and then still invite young men over to fuck and then would still have a girlfriend together and probably would enjoy that much more. Can't y'all see Jackie being a lesbian? Cause I can. Like when I see Jackie remind me of that white lady that go with with Sarah Paulson. I'm sorry, y'all. y'all don't think Jackie give y'all that lady that you know what I'm saying? That lady got, you know, there's lesbian bone structure, right? Everybody know. I don't know. Some of y'all are straight, so y'all don't know. There's a such thing called lesbian bone structure, and Jackie has lesbian bone structure. But yeah, like it's definitely given Jackie could have been like a oh nasty Sarah Paulson type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like get you a little younger or something. You know what I mean? Y'all don't even have to live together, right? Y'all just do stuff together. You go to movies together, you go to theater together. You know what I'm saying? Um, you think all people are gay. Why do y'all speak in extremes? Right? Why are you speaking in extremes? You think all people you think Nikki baby, you think all people are gay? You think all people are gay? I think it's more so about a good 60%. I think it's a sliding scale. You know what I'm saying? A sliding scale. You know? I think y'all take it way, way too seriously. I think y'all take sexuality way, way, way too seriously. That's why y'all get so upset about the gay thing. And it's just like, girl, it's not even that serious. Like people kitty click all the time and then go back to, their regularly scheduled heterosexual programming. Men, get their dick sucked randomly, like in bathrooms at the airport. Go back home to their wives. Like, what's going on? It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum. What did you say? Hold up. 85%. I'm sorry, hold up. 85% of women are gay or curious. I think patriarchy forces women to be straighter than they actually are. That's what I think. And I think it forces people to be straighter than they really are. And I think at large, people are suppressing, You know, people are suppressing. And I think our society sets everybody up to be suppressing. And you know, I know y'all like that. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all like to suppress stuff. Y'all like to have DL people. Y'all like to have people hating themselves. Y'all enjoy this thing where people like force themselves to be straight so that y'all can think that most people are straight because it makes you feel comfortable or something, girl. I don't know. Anyway, Quad and King. Uh you should take your sexuality serious. Should you? Why? Why should you take it seriously? Why should you do that? I mean, you can still, you know, you can we're not saying don't wear protection, like, but should it matter? Hmm. Artist KWN could definitely be my boyfriend. She's a stud. No, I see that a lot. At first, I thought the content creator. Why am I spacing? It's not Felix, is it? Why am I spacing on the content creator's name that has a lesbian, like a stud girlfriend, and he's gay? And I just be like, oh, well, that's interesting, right? Because I don't look at these things like, ew, like, no, like, I'm kind of like, oh, well, that's interesting. Like, you know, different types of pairings and stuff. Okay, live your life. Like, I don't know. I think y'all be way too uptight about what other people are doing. Um, and I think that's weird. Y'all should kind of, I don't know, like, go do something. Conscious Beauty, thank you for the super chat. She said, love my husband, but love a good ground now and again. Listen. Quad and King, can we break it up? Quad Oliver, thank you. Oliver Twix, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I was talking about. Quad and King, yes. Conversation, Quad and King, Quad and King, Quad and King. They need to break up. Quad and King need to break up, y'all. I think I'm gonna play this clip. I hope I can get away with this. But I want to play this clip for y'all from Married to Medicine. Married to Medicine. Hold up, let me find it. Is it here? No, that's the next time. Hold up.
Just getting a few things out the closet, trying to start packing. I got the suitcase out. Are you packed already?
These people are as shallow as a puddle. I know. But it's fine. You know, they come in the comments, they hear ideas that are like far-fetched and, you know, in the crevices of their mind. And, you know, they comment and they do the, you know, closed-minded thing. And then they're like, ew, those people are weird. And they leave and then they come back later. And then they're like, maybe I should stay for a while. So I don't be worrying about them, girl.
And that doesn't look like you're going for medical purposes. That looks like you're going to party.
Not necessarily. Like, this a whole little comfortable, you know, little two-piece situation.
So you're going to the hospital in Gucci.
What's the problem with going to the hospital in Gucci? What's the problem with going to the hospital in Gucci? Like, what? Do I need to go get Walmart clothes to go to the hospital, King? The fuck is you talking about? Negging. Why is this of importance? Why do you want to make her feel less than?
It's what I got.
Yeah.
King and I will be headed to Ghana for our third round of egg retrievals. Now, let me see what else I got, because I'm going to get a couple other things, too. A few days ago, all the ladies came and supported me, and I thank the ladies for sending me off in such a special way. Welcome to Ghana. This is so cool. Quad's Ghana way.
Send Quad good energy and imagine her with her baby. Imagine you holding her baby.
To see them rally around me at such a poignant time of my life, it's really heartwarming, because this is not easy.
So what happens if you don't get the results that you're looking for on this trip?
Really, I'm praying that this is our last time.
I mean, we're going to be hopeful, but got to be practical at the same time.
What?
We have to be hopeful, but we have to be practical at the same time. So, why? What practicality do you need her to have right now? Do you think she doesn't already understand that this may not work?
What am I not being practical about?
Help.
What you told me you didn't mind. You just said all we have to do is just make.
You just have to spread a little bit of negativity in it to knock her down, right? You just have to. And this is why I'm not a proponent for y'all being in relationships and dictating what you do based off of a man, because this is the type of shit that they do. And stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'm going to show y'all some shit I've been seeing on TikTok.
More money. You said you didn't mind. So what's happening?
This has been like nonstop.
I mean, but we knew that this is what we was gonna have to do.
No, we didn't know. We thought it was gonna be one and done.
A lot of y'all think that this is about Greg and Sweet Tea. That's not what this is about. This is about her little niece. This is about her little niece, y'all. I think when that little girl was living with her, she really loved having that little girl with her. And y'all know that little girl drowned in her pool. God rest her soul. I don't think y'all are... Like, I don't think not y'all, we're not in Quad's mind, in her body, in her tub with her when she cried. But to me, I feel like this is coming from that space. And I feel like this energy is coming from the loss and the pain of that. And I think she really enjoyed having that little baby there with her and helping take care of that child. And for that child to pass in that way, I think her having a baby is her way to try to rectify that. I'm not even gonna front. I don't think she always wanted to have children for real. To me, she presented it like if the right man came along, I would want to do this. But I think when that baby was there with her, it made her feel like, oh, thank you, Diva. Thank you. If you're still in here, Diva just sent me something in a DM. Thank you. I'm gonna look at that when I get off of here. But yeah, I feel like that's where it's coming from. I think she found that she liked being a mother figure to, it was a nephew. I thought it was a little girl. I thought it was a little girl, y'all. Because it's the nephew too, the cute little nephew, but it was a little girl, I believe, that she was taking care of. No, you're saying and her nephew. Okay, all right, because I'm forgetting y'all. But yeah, I think having those children around her made her feel like, oh my God, I could do this. I would like to do this. I would be good at this. And I think losing that baby the way, they did, I do feel like it's kind of similar to when somebody like thought they was gonna have a baby and they get excited and then they find out that they're not pregnant and then it hurts them. And they like, now they really want a baby because they realize like the loss of something made them realize what they wanted. That's low key what I feel like is happening right now with her. And I also feel like I want us to I know everybody thinks you need a man to have a baby, but you don't. The evidence that you don't need a man to take care of a child is like all over the place. There are single mothers all over the place that raise children without a father present in the household, but they have a community. They have people that help them with the child. It's not just one person. It's that woman in her community. I think Quad would have a community to help her. Quad has the money. Quad has a beautiful home. Like Quad has the infrastructure set up to provide a child with everything that child would need. I don't think Quad needs a man to have a baby. And I really feel like it would take away from the experience for her. I think she really could set it up in a way that, everything would be paid for, everything would be done. She would have nurses there for her. She would be able to have, yeah, she just needs the sperm, girl. And sperm is all over the place. So you could get sperm and you may not even need this nigga sperm. Find somebody else's sperm. But I definitely feel like Quad could do this without a man. Like I could see Quad having her little girl and, same way Kenya, the same way Kenya lives, I could see Quad having a very similar setup with her baby without, the headache of a nigga trying to fight you on everything. Just think about it. That man that Kenya had that baby with, that nigga ain't nothing but a sperm donor, right? Like, think about it. He ain't really there like that. And all he does is fight and make shit more difficult for Kenya. That's all he does. He doesn't really do anything that helps her because she don't need his help. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Quad could do this on her own. And I feel like if it wasn't for the culture of telling women that they need a man to do everything, then she would be okay with doing this without having this man there. Because to me, he's dragging her down.
Done. The IVF was definitely taking a toll on the relationship. So it's like you get out of the honeymoon stage and then you go straight into this IVF process. It's like, It's been a significant impact.
Babe, I don't want to come across like I'm forcing you to do something. It's like nothing like having a child who loves you unconditionally. And
It is, but do you let it over-consume you? Or is there a point where we're like, hey, this is practical, this is working, or it's taking too much away from our other lives outside of IVF?
ever since day one, like when I said to you, like, this is a dream of mine, this is what I would like to do, I would like to become a mom. And just being by my side and supporting me through all of this. Like, you literally.
Dads are great when they are great. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like, I know I always have to say, like, all of the nuance because people, oh, you hate me. No. If you're a dad that is actually there to help, if you're a dad that's actually there to not make it about you, to not be in competition with a fucking baby, like, if you're not that man, then great. Please be a father to somebody, okay? Because they need them, okay? But in general, no, it's not needed just to have a nigga there with a penis. No, just that is not enough. And it's actually detrimental and a fucking liability a lot of the times. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed that men a lot of the times are more of a liability than they are a benefit to the child and the woman. So if you're not going to be a benefit, then no, you don't need to be there because everything you would or could help her with can be outsourced by somebody else, other family members or people that you pay. But anything he would do for her in the process of her having a baby and going through all of that, she can get other people to do for her. Other than thinking, oh, it needs to be him, and then him not wanting to do it, and then, yes, being a dark cloud over the situation.
Stop your job. I recognize the sacrifices that you've made for me. Sometimes I don't. I'm not the best with my attitude, and you have just, I'm telling you, I'm owning that, okay?
You owning it?
Yes. Nobody else can own
Nobody
it,
else wants to own that.
I never want you to think, like, I don't see what you're doing for me, okay? You might look at it.
Hold up, y'all. Any of the girls that went to Thailand with me in here the first time? Because y'all remember when we went on the boat? In the Middle East, the Muslims only have sex with women for procreation and practice homosexuality, and I'm believing these Americans might as well. Listen, when we went on the boat with all of them DJ Khaled looking niggas, okay, it was a whole bunch of DJ Khaled and French Montana looking niggas. And it absolutely was given, we leave our wives in, home so we can all come out here and fuck. That's what it gave, girl. So you might actually be right.
A bit different, and I have to acknowledge that too, because you have a daughter.
And I have to try to look at it from the perspective that you don't have kids. So, I mean, I think it takes us both trying to see where each other's at.
Yeah, try to figure it out.
Yeah. Since you appreciate me so much, you unpack for me?
I put a couple, 2-3 things in the bag for you.
2-3 things? Quad.
So, and then he asked her to pack his bag. Yeah, he needs to go. He's making this process harder than it needs to be. This is a moment where she's supposed to be feeling hopeful. And instead, you're darkening the situation. And it's just completely unnecessary. Yeah, I don't like King, and I want her to wrap this up. He could be your little boyfriend, but he don't need to be your baby daddy, girl. Simone has them come together. They have this like event. So the guys are, I think they were at Scott's house. But it was really nice. Like their little outdoor area, the guys had food and they were talking, and mostly that's about Eugene. We'll get to that. But also, Simone has all the women come over to this venue, and a woman is there helping them make purses. And I thought that was so cute, and I loved it. It was kind of like a Project Runway type of situation. That was real, real, real cute. The main topic of conversation, though, is this text message situation between Heavenly and Toya. So for Father's Day, Toya texts everybody, I have a great husband and father and son. So, happy Father's Day to all of y'all. All of that shit, right? It's a message just basically saying, I'm grateful for the men in my life, and I hope y'all are loving on the men in y'all lives. Happy Father's Day to everybody. Just a cute little group text on Father's Day, girl. It didn't even need nothing but a same to you, girl. Tell Eugene we say Happy Father's Day. Like, that's all that text message needed. But because Heavenly can't fucking help herself, Heavenly had to say, and make sure you say that to Eugene on camera, too. So basically telling Toya what type of wife to be to her husband. And let me tell you something, y'all, as a wife, that's the type of shit that pissed me the fuck off. That is the type of shit that would piss me the fuck off. Because essentially, I feel like you don't know what the fuck people do in their relationships. You don't know what people do for one another in the confines of their relationship. Don't tell me what I need to tell my husband or what type of conversation I need to have with my husband. Mind your motherfucking business. Tell your husband that he need to tell you about what the fuck going on with y'all children a year in advance, since he like the whole shit for so goddamn long. Like, that shit made me so mad. Like, okay, if I was Toya, I would have been really annoyed by that. You know why? Because it was a moment where Toya, it's like, it's unassuming, right? We beefed out and you just finished talking about my husband Dick in a text group. That's another thing. Toya, I'm mad at you for giving them that ammo, but at this point, we're all grown adult women. Why would you continuously be bringing up Eugene's dick size in the text message thread? Because as soon as somebody says something about Damon, you're going to lose your fucking mind. And that's why when Toya goes off on Heavenly for her son, I don't give two shits. I do not care. Yeah, King does have a daughter, and he acts like he doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Him having kids don't mean a motherfucking thing at this point. Because, yeah, you're not acting like you're somebody that already has kids and wants more. You're acting like somebody that wants to be with this woman, so you're willing to play this little game with her, but this is not something you really, really want. And you were hoping that it just wouldn't work out because she's older, and you thought that, oh, I want to be with her. I want to soak up the experience of being with her. She wants this. I don't really want it, but I'm going to let her try because she probably not going to get pregnant anyway. That's what he was thinking. Because as soon as it didn't work out, he thought they was just gonna be done with it. Yeah, she need to leave that nigga alone. But don't nobody care that he got a daughter because it don't even matter. Like, when you really be having her like that, girl, bye. Back to Toya and Eugene, because she doesn't like Eugene. She like what he does, not him. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that at all. I don't understand how y'all could feel like Toya don't like Eugene. Eugene is a likable person. Like, we all like Eugene. There's no way that Toya don't like Eugene. Okay? People are married, and I feel like you feel like Toya deserves the shade. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't agree. As a married person, like, I don't want to hear nobody telling me nothing. Nothing. Because you don't know what people go through in their home, right? Like, you don't know what a woman does for her husband. You don't know sometimes what a husband does for his wife or to her or says to her in private. Like, you don't know that. So stay out of that shit. That's just how I feel. Okay. Out of that, I feel like the only reason everybody feels like that is because y'all expect women to act fake. Y'all expect women to be, oh, I'm so happy I have a man. And you better not ever say nothing against him. You better not ever say nothing mean to your husband in front of everybody, girl. You can't talk about Massa like that. That's your owner. How dare you talk about him like that? Because when men talk to women crazy, y'all be like, oh, that's them people relationship. People go through ups and downs. Like, a nigga could be over there sexually assaulting his wife every day, and people characterize it as ups and downs. She doesn't respect him. I don't agree with that. I don't feel like you can say a person just doesn't respect their spouse because they got into an argument and went back and forth or said some shit to each other, because people do that in relationships. I don't think they've ever been like that bad with each other. Toya is somebody that Eugene needs to gather. Like, every now and then, Eugene is going to have to pop out and show Toya. But I also feel like, I think y'all want women to be like slopping dick, right? Y'all want women to be doing too much to prove that they love men. So when a woman is a little bit mean to a man, y'all be like, oh my gosh, she don't deserve that man. She don't like him. She don't love him. And I'm like, no, I don't think we can necessarily say that. Eugene was embarrassed, and she was wrong. I don't want y'all to misunderstand me. It's not that I'm saying that Toya is right in the situation. She was dead wrong, and she should apologize, as I said at the beginning of the live. But I also feel like every time they have an issue, we have these conversations where y'all make these like broad statements about those people's relationship, and it annoys me because y'all don't do the same thing when it comes to the women and the men. The men can say crazy shit. The men can be disrespectful. The men can cheat. The men can do whatever. And y'all don't be up there. He don't love her. He don't love her. He don't respect her. Y'all don't go as hard when the men are doing these things to the women. But as soon as a woman doesn't have this fake ass, oh, daddy, oh, I love him, oh, I'm not gonna say this in front of everybody. As soon as a woman doesn't have that energy that coincides with how everybody feels like a wife is supposed to be all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like y'all kind of attack that very harshly. And then it turns into she don't respect him. She don't love him. Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that you can say that from where we are. I just don't. You cannot be weak-willed. Hold on, I'm gonna say you can't. What you was saying? You cannot be weak-willed with no man. Exactly, exactly. And I feel like a lot of times, like especially black women, y'all really do have this thing where y'all feel like you have to be placating niggas' feelings all the time. And really, you do have to be a little mean to these niggas in order for them to act right. They don't respect you when you don't. Like they just don't. Like y'all think she don't respect him, and I feel like if she wasn't like that with him, he would not respect her. Look at all of the other relationships, right? Look at all of the other women that apparently would never talk to their husbands like Toya talks to Eugene, right? All of those men disrespect those women in ways that go beyond just talking, right? Curtis cheats. Cecil, like, do we even have to talk about how fucked up it is that Cecil is okay with working his wife to death so that his son don't have to stand in line at the fucking financial aid office, bitch? The fuck? Um, who else is on here is married? Jack, okay, yeah. So Curtis was cheating, Cecil acting like a fucking asshole. I don't know what the fuck going on with Scott and Contessa, but that don't look like a happy marriage either. But I'm just, and then with Heavenly and Damon, that man lied to you about what was going on with your son. You know what I'm saying? Like for years. For years. He lied to you for years. So to me, I feel like whenever y'all see a woman being a little mean to her husband, y'all automatically want to do like all of this protection. Oh, girl, that's a good man. You're not supposed to be being mean to him like that. And I just want y'all to calm down a little bit, because if you look at the relationships that they have, theirs is the most honest relationship. Her husband is the most respectful. She is the most traditional out of all of the wives. So I don't know. I feel like the way y'all assess their relationship comes from the internalized misogyny that we're just not, you know what I mean? Like, it's layers, girl. You could have unpacked a lot of your wire and your misogyny, but not all of it. There's always like a layer of misogyny that you got to be like, ooh, girl, we got to lift that one up. And as it pertains to Toya and her husband, I do feel like y'all come at her and her marriage from an aspect of like misogyny. That's just how I feel. And yes, Toya is a rude human. She absolutely is. And he married her. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I honestly feel like women who are a little mean to their husbands usually have the best relationship. Mm, right? But also I still feel like she was wrong. I still feel like she should have apologized to him more profusely at the beginning of the episode. Like, it really should have been like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come at you like that. Like, it should have been more humbling the way she came at him. But I also, like I said, Toya's an asshole. Toya has always been an asshole. But I don't think that y'all can say that them people don't love or respect each other because they get into an argument on a reality show ever so often. And, y'all like, it's been going on for years. It's like, because that's who they are. Like, people don't change who they are just because they've been together for years. That's who they are. Right? Um, so yeah. And listen, I would rather have Toya and Eugene's relationship than anybody else's relationship up there. I'ma just tell you the truth. So that's another reason why, like, I be like, y'all be going a little bit too hard sometimes when we get to this Toya Eugene situation. Now, when it comes to the way they be talking about Eugene dick and all of that, Toya pissed me off with that. You're not supposed to leave your husband open for scrutiny with these people. But also, if these people was really your friends, they wouldn't keep bringing shit like that up. Like, Heavenly is the one that keeps bringing up Eugene's dick, which is weird. We have to talk about that. Yes, Toya, you shouldn't have left that open. And plus, we don't know how big or small. Maybe he got a good 7.5, and Toya wanted a 9. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold up. I feel Toya is always requiring more and more and more from him, and it doesn't seem reciprocated. How do you feel like it's not being reciprocated? Toya had 2 children. Those children are some of the best behaved children on the show. Their house is always taken care of. Toya looks great, and Toya has a career that not only makes her a lot of money, but it helps bolster his business by way of them being on the show. Like if he were ever to really be just relying on private practice, I'm sure being with her and them being on Married to Medicine would help Dr. Eugene. If Dr. Eugene was a doctor in my area, girl, I would go to Dr. Eugene. He seems to have wonderful bedside manner. He seems to be a really nice. I would go to Dr. Eugene before I would go to Dr. Jackie. So for me, I feel like y'all kind of want to seem like, Toya is not bringing as much to the table, but I feel like, again, misogyny. Misogyny. Just saying. Like she had 2 children. She takes care of the children. The children are very well behaved and well rounded. Their house is nice and clean and well taken care of. And Eugene has whatever he needs to go and work that job and come back and forth. I don't know how y'all think women don't do anything in order for y'all to feel like, she's not giving in return. I don't know how you could feel like that when, I just don't know how you feel like that. Hey, Talia, and Toya goes and looks at properties for Dr. Eugene. She has his back. Yeah, no, like it, and that's another. Thank you for bringing that up. When they were talking about the situation working with Contessa and Scott and being in their property, and she went and looked at that shit and was like, "Oh no, he can't be in this. He can't be in this. This is too small. Across from the bathroom, I think the fuck not." I would feel the exact same way. I'd be like, "Oh no, my husband needs an office with a window. He might even need an office with his own personal bathroom inside his office, not across from no fucking bathroom." Like, I think that she does a lot to help Dr. Eugene, but just because, I think the work that women do is often work that isn't seen, right? It's in the details. It's in the how the home is set up. It's in how he is able to transition back and forth out their house and in their house, having everything that he needs. As somebody whose husband is always working outside of the household, a lot of my job is not just making sure our house is, comfortable for him, but making sure he needs things, he has the things that he needs. And the only reason, and I'm saying my job, because I actually like my husband and my husband like me and he nice to me, so I'm nice back to him. So like the things I do for him are because I want to be sweet to him, not because I'm his wife and I do it just because I'm his wife. No, fuck all that. Because if I ain't like you and you wasn't sweet to me, I wouldn't be doing all this for you. I make sure that nigga got dry socks. I make sure that he had, like there are things that he doesn't necessarily have to buy for himself ever because I'm always on top of it. I imagine that Toya would have a similar situation. Socks, underwear, underclothes, his toiletries, all of those types of things you would keep stocked in the house and make sure he has all of these things that he needs. So when we talk about Toya not giving in return, I feel like we're talking about things that would not be seen on a reality show in order for you to even be able to measure that. You know what I mean? So let's just be, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I mean? I'm just saying. And that's just from like how I feel, my life and what what I've seen wives do and how life will work, especially if you're the person that's at home all the time. Now, mind you, it wasn't always like this because I used to work out. When I worked at the news station, I wasn't always home to do all of these things. Now I am home, it makes more sense, right? Exactly. You sound like you're reciprocal. Yes. Yes, exactly. But I'm also saying that based on the reality show, that's not enough for y'all to say that Toya is not being reciprocal. And as far as shit being embarrassing, um, it's not as embarrassing as Curtis being at the airport. It's not as embarrassing as Cecil. It's not as embarrassing as Damon lying to Heavenly allegedly. Like it's not as embarrassing as whatever the fuck was going on between Contessa and Scott, where you can't even say you want to get a divorce. You know what I mean? Like arguments and words. Like I get it. Like they have, yeah, I get it, y'all. But I don't feel like it's like that. Because I think Toya and Eugene do seem to be on the same page a lot. And the way they joke and talk, I feel like they have to be talking to each other like friends because of the way they will, like for instance, when they was talking about the text message and Heavenly was like, "Well, I own my house." And Eugene was like, "Well, you've been in the motherfucker for 30 years. And Toya was like, "That's what I said." You know what I mean? That kind of reminds me like, me and this nigga, like, well, we gonna talk about something like what? Yes, Nick. Right. Ugh. You know? That's how you talk when you actually like the person. Okay, so Talia, thank you for the super chat. Yes, Bondi. Certain things spouses do for each other are not meant to be listed constantly. If you're really a partner, a parent, you know that you are an unsung hero to the people you are around. Yeah. Like, it is what it is. There are some things that are just not going to be announced in order for you to be able to quantify them. You know what I mean? And she is a homemaker, you know? So let's continue. What else happened? Okay, yeah. So the purses. I really did appreciate Angel bringing up the fact that Heavenly was talking about Eugene's dick being small. And Jackie came up with her old lady. Oh, I'm so meek and tired. And y'all arguing is making me, I'm old, girl. Y'all can't keep arguing like this. I might have a stroke and die because y'all keep arguing like this. Child, she reminded me of my auntie right there. Get away from me with this, Jackie. And Jackie, why were you funky? Why were you funky, Jackie? What's going on? Talking about you ran through your deodorant. You don't have any on you? If you know you running through your deodorant, you ain't got no more? Never mind. Anyway, Eugene talks to the guys about the way the women emasculate him. Heavenly said Eugene likes that Toya talks to him like that. Yeah, Heavenly be doing too much. And Damon kind of works on my nerves because Damon will come and I feel like be disingenuous. Damon's like, my wife hasn't said anything to you. Yeah, not to me, but she said it about me and I read the text messages. Like Damon trying to fight on behalf of Heavenly and then them trying to put some of the blame on Toya in that conversation, like I mentioned about Curtis. Curtis, this is not about you right now. So you really could have shut the fuck up. Eugene was specifically talking to Damon because Heavenly is the one that was saying all of that shit. And Heavenly, why do you have to say that about that man? Why do you have to say that about that man? That's so ridiculous to me for you to keep mentioning Eugene's dick. Because if it was me, girl, I'm just saying, like, I would have something to say anytime I wanted to say something about your husband or your family, I would be saying it and we would just be fighting and fussing all the time. Because, girl, what? Like, why you keep doing that? Like, I don't understand. Like, us talking about a fake bag, a fake purse, because Heavenly had that purse that was fake. Like, girl, a fake purse is not the same thing as and your husband dick small. Girl, that is not the same. That is not the same. You doing too much. Like, you really like, come on, girl. Like, for real? To get at toy like but that's fucked up though, y'all. That's fucked up though. Like it's not equal. It's not equal. Exactly. But then if somebody were to say something about Damon, like, girl, can Damon see his dick past his stomach? Like if somebody were to say something like that, then you would be upset. So that's why I'm like, why do you keep saying something about it? Like, stop. Stop mentioning his dick. There are so many other things that you could say if you wanted to say something about Eugene, but the fact that you call yourself defending Eugene and then start degrading and emasculating him in order to get at Toya, that's some weird, weak ass shit, y'all. I don't care what nobody's talking about. Toya is not saying nothing too Heavenly in order for her to be going at Eugene like that. And to me, I'm looking at Heavenly like you're such a fucking hypocrite because how the fuck you gonna be sitting up here talking about because you humiliate him and it's just so embarrassing for all of us for you to talk about him like that. Girl, you're talking about my husband's dick is small in our text message thread and I couldn't tell him to give me eye contact. Girl, get the fuck out of here with that. I can't say be a leader, right? That's emasculating me saying be a leader. But you and our motherfucking text thread repeating something that I said on a girl's trip when I was fucking drunk. That really, if we wasn't on a reality show, nobody else would have heard. But Toya was drunk. They on a reality show. Toya should have never said that shit out loud. I hate that she did that. But at the end of the day, like, Heavenly continues to like say shit like that. And it's like, girl, what the fuck wrong with you? Like, it gives you are extremely smart, but back in the day, you would have been in a slow people class, right? You would have been really, really exceptionally smart. But because of the way you deal with other people, your ass would have had to been in the slow class. Cause girl, why do you keep saying that? Like, what the fuck? Toya is just like Heavenly. I don't know. I haven't heard Toya bring up any of the husband's dicks. I haven't heard Toya bring up any of the husband's dicks. I haven't heard Toya say anything bad about Damon. I haven't heard, like, y'all remind me. I don't know. Maybe y'all could tell me because it's been a long show and a lot of things have happened over the years. But I've never heard Toya talk about Damon the way Heavenly talks about Eugene. Toya just can't humble Heavenly. I don't know why. Toya tried to be funny with the purse situation and it backfired. Yeah, I guess. I guess. I mean, if that's what y'all think. Like, I don't know. I just feel like they're always going back and forth. I feel like they're always going back and forth. They're always in the middle of an argument. Yes, Toya in a fake ass purse. But if y'all think that somebody making fun of somebody for having a fake purse is the same thing as mentioning somebody's husband's dick, I don't think that's equal. I don't think that's the same. Um, I feel like the purse is like light shade. You talking about my husband is something that would probably make me want to like rip you into shreds emotionally. So I feel like those things are on different levels. I think those things are on different levels. I don't know. Like maybe it's just me. But this is why I say I don't be saying shit when I'm in real life. I don't have nothing to say about nobody because I don't want nobody talking about my nigga. I don't want nobody talking about like, girl, what? Because I'm gonna tell your ass up. I'm gonna hurt your fucking feelings. Please leave me the fuck alone. Please leave me and mine the fuck alone. That's why I don't like arguing in public. I don't want nobody to have no ammo on neither he or I. Because if somebody say something, I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Fights ain't equal. Well, fights should be equal, sweetheart. They should be. These are grown adult women. This is Married to Medicine. This is not baddies. This is not Zeus Network. These are almost 50, 60-year-old women. This should not be a situation where we call ourselves having a friend group and I shade you about a purse and now we talking about my husband's dick. I don't know. I don't know. But I do feel like some of y'all are a little bit more rough than me. Y'all a little bit more rough than me. And I don't play games like that personally because I'm gonna hurt your fucking feelings. Like I'm gonna just tell you right now. Heavenly knows it bothers Toya and she goes for the jugular. She does. And Heavenly I mean, Heavenly consistently is talking about Toya being dumb, Toya being stupid, and Toya being broke. And to me, I feel like it's almost like a mechanism. Like she can't help herself but to always have some little shit to say towards and about Toya. And they go back and forth. Y'all, Toya has always worked on my nerves. Like I know it sounds like I'm defending Toya. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Y'all know I don't really like Toya. Like for the most part. But in this situation, like I just kind of felt like this was like, girl, what's going on? We talked about a purse and now we bringing Eugene into it. But on some level, I honestly am starting to feel like y'all envy Toya, her relationship with Eugene. Because why are you being so nasty towards Eugene? If Eugene is such a nice guy and a good guy, why is your shade like ended up hurting him? When you really could shade Toya about any and everything. You could drag Toya without having to bring him in it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah, it is reality TV and everybody's going to be shady, and do their shady shit. And I'm just saying, like I'm cool with it, me personally. Okay, she said something about a fake purse. You said something about her husband's dick. So when it come time to talk about your son going to jail, then this will all be fair game. Okay. This will all be fair game. But to be honest, the way they go at Eugene, the only especially right now, I feel like sometimes women that are married, they will have issues in their relationships that they can't really deal with, and so they'll project it onto their friendships and onto the other women around them. And I feel like on some level there is a envy of the fact that Eugene and Toya would talk to each other. They would be real with each other. Like Toya wouldn't have to call this man daddy in order to make him feel like a man. And this man would not have to lie to Toya about what's going on with their sons. They would have a united front. They would have a conversation about it. Eugene would not lie to Toya for 2 years about something going on with their sons. Also, you know, this has yet to be determined. We'll wait and see. But something tells me, even with Simone, we not gonna Toya's son's not gonna come out like um it was only Toya went to her husband for help. Evelyn and Toya heart posture speak volumes. Toya brought the group messages to the show. It was only Toya. I mean, I don't know what you mean she brought the group messages to the show. So, like, what you think you was gonna be able to say that shit to me and I wasn't gonna say something on camera? They're all envious of each other in various ways. Yes, I imagine that people are envious of Heavenly in the way she has her business acumen set up because, the lady got her portfolio, she got all her property, she got her money. Listen, that lady got her money, which is why it's like, I don't know why the bag is fake. Because you got the money. But I also don't care. I also don't care about whether bags are real or fake. When Heavenly said they all made in China, I totally agree. Give a fuck about that. I don't care about that, Toya. I don't care about that, Toya. All right, y'all. So that's basically everything going on Married to Medicine. I do want to show y'all something on TikTok that I saw because it's this trend. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it's a trend called the divorce effect. Girl, hold up. We gonna go through a couple of them because it is insane. Let me see. This was a good one. I gotta mute the sound because I don't want them to play that song. Light and it's again. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Hold up, y'all. The music. Okay, y'all can see it, right? The divorce effect. So y'all see the lady, all right? Boom. Do y'all see this shit? Let me go back. This was the beginning. And then we was boom. The divorce effect. All right? So the girls are looking younger and glowing the fuck up upon divorce. Okay? All right, girl, you cute. Come on now. Yes. All right. Hold on. I got another one for y'all. Because it's a few of them. Let me see. Was this? Oh, yeah, this was a good one. Oh, and the best ones are the white ladies. The best ones are the white ladies. I'm not even going to lie. Here you go. Y'all see her? Okay. Right? Right? It's giving Karen, right? She got weight on her. The hair is flat. We ain't doing nothing with it. Oh, hold up. Wait. We're smiling. Oh, wait. The hair has layers. We lost weight. Now we got highlights. Okay. Oh, my God. Now we doing cute. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Now we got hoop earrings in, bitch. Once we get the hoop earrings in, it's over. Hold up. One more time. We got to go back. Back. Forward. Back. Forward. Girl, you got to move forward. You got to move forward sometimes, girl. Look at this shit. Girl, them layers did everything for you. Okay, hold up. I got another one. We're going to get y'all a black lady. Hold up. Let me get y'all a black lady for this next one. Was this one? Yeah, this a black lady. I saw this one. This another one. Y'all see her, right? Y'all see her at the beginning? Let's look. Okay. This her and her kids at Christmas, right? Again, flat hair, no makeup. We not trying to be cute because niggas don't want you to be cute. Now we cute, bitch. Now we outside. Now it's jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Listen. Cute. Come on, little Tony Braxton. A little Tony Braxton. Okay. A little wet and wavy. It's giving baddie now. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay. It's giving tired. It's giving mom. That's what it's giving. It's giving tired. It's giving mom. What is it giving here? Baddie. Does she have kids? We don't know. She does. Okay, girl, you look good. Let me see. What was another one? It was so many of them, y'all. Like they would just keep popping up on my For You page. Hold up, this one I ain't never seen. Let's see how this one look. We're gonna see this one for the first time together. I miss American Pie. All right, it's the Asian lady. With the Asian lady. Okay, we lost a little weight. Okay. Okay. Look, we going out. Okay, hold up. Listen. Y'all know that's the first thing the girls gonna do once they get a divorce is go get some layers. Yeah, that's a glow up. That's a glow. And why is it like that, y'all? The women all look exactly the same. All the women look tired. All of the women look woe the fuck out. Okay, divorce effect. This might have been the first one I saw. She was crying. This one, she was sad. Pretty lady. But she was just sad, right? Now I'm planning. I'm crying. I had to purge. I'm thinking about it. Listen, divorce effect, nigga. I'm ending it. It's over. I'm going. Oh shit. The winter, the spring. Now we lost weight. Now we look good. Now we happy. Now we a motherfucking baddie. Now we living our best life because me and my baby will be just fine. Okay? Listen, the divorce effect is like crazy. Hold on, let me see. Was this one? The divorce effect. I'm gonna find one that I sent to the lady. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good one too. Ooh, okay. Because men will have you fat, looking tired. Girl, these niggas will suck the life out of all of the children in Salem. Okay, just a bunch of succubus. Just a bunch of succubi. Just succubi. Ooh, 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 ooh. We gotta see. It's a black lady. It's a black church lady. Okay, she's like a black church lady. Hold up. Okay, y'all here? My comments at? I can't see my comments. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. I don't know why I can't see my comments, but whatever. All right. Hold up, she got sound?
And they were singing.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Girl. Mm. Them niggas will keep weight on you, girl. Them niggas will keep weight on you. That is insane, girl. That is insane. Okay? But that's why I'm like, I'm not a proponent for it, right? I think that if you are older, an older woman, right? And you want to get married because you ain't never got married before, girl, just look at these. Just look at these, girl. Just look at these. Hold on. I'm going to give y'all a couple of other ones. Let me see. Was this one? Oh, yeah, it's a good black lady one. Hold up. I really wish I knew. I really wish I knew what my comments was right now because they are not on the screen with us today. Where are? Oh, here they go. Here they go, girl. I got them now. I see y'all. Hey, y'all. I'm back. Stress eating to stay sane. That's why we appreciate you so much. You and Erica are doing the work. We trying to, girl. Okay. So here you go. Bye, bye, Miss American. Bye.
And they were singing.
Bye, bye. Oh my God, girl. Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Do it again. Do it again. Sad. Right? We're looking old. Why are we looking old? Because the nigga is sucking the youth out of our skin. Okay? Listen. Bye, bye. Okay, she went and got her hair cut. Okay, girl, listen. She on the beach. I'm on the beach. And see, look how happy you could be with just your kids. Just you and your kids and the dog, girl. Just you and your kids and the dog. I'm going to do one more and I'm going to get off here. Let me see. What was one? Was this the first one? That's not it. Hold up. I'm sorry. I think that might have been the last one that I had saved. Oh, wait, hold up. Let's see one more and then I'm going to go. All right. This is the last one, y'all. Okay, come on. She was cute, though.
The music.
Oh, not you posting all of the crying. She was sad. Mm. Okay. All right. Now we not sad no more. We down to girl. Oh my God. We hiking. We doing yoga. Bitch, we on retreats. Listen. Listen. This is why y'all gotta come. Reset by Design Wellness, girl. We could be the lift off for your divorce effect. All right. Oh, she doing ballet. Oh my God. This is so cute. Go back. Go back, girl. You was crying. You was sad. You was dejected. You had a bad weave. Now, girl, what? What? Just out here living, just out here exploring hobbies, doing stuff, looking good, smiling. Okay. Yes, God. Yes, God. Okay. That's what I got for y'all today. Thank y'all for coming through. That's why you don't need to be married to medicine. That's why you don't need to be married to medicine, girl. Okay. Now listen. If you got a good man, Savannah girl, and I mean a real one, not one like we be talking about on that movie, because that man was not good. He's a good man, Savannah. He was not a good man. He was cheating on his wife. He was ain't shit. But if the nigga really is good, okay, then yeah, girl, do your thing. Do your thing. But I would just implore you that you can have ceremonies and parties like Yandy and Mendices, girl. You ain't got to financially tie yourself to nobody. That way, if at any point in time y'all like, this is not beneficial, I don't want to do this no more, I liked it at first, I don't like it no more, then y'all could just go ahead and break up and go on about y'all way. Y'all ain't got to be fighting and tussling over shit. You ain't got to pay a broke ass nigga no alimony because he had it when y'all got together, but he broke his knee and now the nigga need help and you don't want to be with him no more because he mean and he ornery. Like, yeah, girl, you have to protect yourself. You have to think ahead. Thank you for having us, girl. You're doing the Lord's work. I'm trying. I'm trying, girl. Okay, I love y'all for real. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, okay, after I come back from the dentist. Bye, girl.